Good afternoon, everyone. How'd you like that snazzy new intro? Welcome to Pokémon HeartGold Randomised Nuzlocke. Always nerve-wracking to start a new recording. But here I am anyway. What? Oh, I forgot about this. No info needed. I know what I'm doing. Hello. So first thing you should know before watching this is that this is by no means my first rodeo, as it were. I've done, like what? How many? I think they should randomise this Pokemon too, but just saying. But also, oh, for goodness sake. But also, I've played how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... No. Well, this is a great start, isn't it? Giving all those new viewers a good impression. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... So this is my 8th randomised Nuzlocke. I've done 2 other randomised games, but they weren't Nuzlockes. I'll explain what a Nuzlocke is in a bit. Excuse me. Oh, here comes a difficult decision. I think this gen has the best male protagonist design. And like that hat. Oh my goodness. I don't know what it is about that hat, but I really don't like it. It just seems, I don't know, it's just too big. I'll pick the male character. Last time I checked. The text is so slow. I'll be BCW because I am always BCW. This is like what, my 16th Pokemon playthrough or something stupid. I always call myself BCW. It's just a thing that I do. Having to hold down the A button to make the text go. Dreams, adventure. Let's go to the world of Pokemon. Let's be weirdly shrunk down. Which kind of breaks the fourth wall, really. Mailbox. Something from Lyra. She must be top of the class in literacy. We is huge in Johto too. Oh, I've got to walk. No running shoes yet. It doesn't smack quite so much of desperation like it did in Sun and Moon when they said, "Hey, look, it's a Wii U in your room." I know exactly where the lab is, and nah, never mind. If you saw the playthrough, then you'll probably guess what I was just about to say, but you don't need to know. Oh, goodness sake. Oh, yeah. What does the save button do? Does it save my game? Oh yeah, thanks, I never would have guessed. Yeah, I know how to use a menu. Dear. Options. First things first. Text speed fast. On shift, not set because I am a total wuss, as the term Nuzlocke would imply. Let's see. Well, I kind of like this one. Kind of modern. I think I went with this one before. Yeah, I'll do it again. I like red. It's kind of pinkish actually, but who cares? Real men have pink menus. I can't use the turbo button. That's poor form. Man, it's been too long. It's been 5 months, nearly to the day, I think, since the end of my last playthrough. Wait, her Pokemon bumped into me, she didn't even say hi. Oh yeah, I forgot it auto-reads signs when you go near them. Or mailboxes in this case. Oh, I really hate it when it does that. Hi. Oh yeah, I can't believe that I keep forgetting about the Pokemon following you mechanic in this game. Because it's one of those things that makes this game absolutely amazing. Like, if not for the characters and all the quality of life stuff in sort of Sun and Moon, these would be the best Pokemon games, easily. Mr. Pokemon. Alright, let's see what we have. Hitmonlee, wow. That's strong. Good grief. Porygon. Oh! 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 Yes! Yes! Oh my goodness, yes! Please, yes. That could be really good. Lopunny. Oh my goodness, these are all three of them really good. Wow. Ah, that is... Ooh. So... if you saw my my last playthrough, you know that I'm obviously going to want to pick Porygon, because I have wanted a Porygon 2 for so long. I don't care what ability it has, or if its moves are rubbish, I'm picking it. And my rival's gonna get Lopunny, so that's fine. Yes, oh wow, name it already. You know, I was listening to some Gorillas last night, so I'll call you 2D. Which is quite fitting for Porygon in a number of ways. Actually, it's kind of ironic because he's actually 3D. It's excellent. I love it. I finally have my very own Porygon! It'll make more sense when you evolve, trust me. That being said, I should probably check the log file and see where I can get an upgrade. We'll do that in a minute. Oh, you again? It's kind of cute. It's a, you know, I've never actually really liked Porygon that much. I like it by proxy of its evolution. And even then I only really liked its evolution when I found out just how insanely bulky it is with Eviolite. Of course Eviolite isn't in this game because that wasn't a thing until Gen 5. But you know, it's still bulky without it. It's like, what, its base stats are 95, 90, 90? That's... you know, anything higher than 80 is pretty reasonable, really, for defensive stats. Yes. Mum, I know how to use the phone. Maybe not in real life, but in the Pokemon world I do. I just hate using the phone. I actually extended this game as well. Now that I think about it. Let me just casually stroll on by. Oh. The power of science is amazing. Oh. Wait, what? Since when does the fat guy in your hometown not say the power of science is staggering or something? Okay, now that's actually freaky. Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. Oh, it's so painfully slow. Yes, I'm so looking forward to talking to him. Thankfully he keeps to himself except when there's something actually important going on. Okay. Well, I can't catch anything here yet, but... Oh, it's so cute being able to interact with your Pokemon. It really annoys me that they almost brought this back for Sun and Moon, but then they didn't at the last minute. In case you didn't know, there are actually, you know, walking and running animations in the games for... Oh my goodness! Well, yeah, it reminds me I should check 2D stuff. There's actually animations in the game's files with low poly models of the Pokemon, which are clearly for them, you know, running around in the overworld, following you. Presumably it was just too much for the 3DS to handle. Hasty nature, it's not great. Plus, which is terrible. Wow! He's got flamethrower? Razor Wind. Oh, that's special. Excellent. Shame it's 2 turns, though. Defog. Well, that's not quite a Bolt Strike Magikarp, but it's pretty good flamethrower already. That's nice. Thanks, 2D. That is... Why does he have flamethrower, though? Well, why did Radon have Bolt Strike, for one thing? Yeah, why did... Both of my starter Pokemon since I started recording have had weird non-stab moves. Weird, really powerful non-stab moves. Well, I suppose while I walk 500 miles and then walk 500 more, I should read out the rules. Here we are. Yes. So you all know the Nuzlocke rules, right? Everyone should know those by now. Number 1, if your Pokemon faints, it's dead. Number 2, you can only catch 1 Pokemon per area. Number 3, you must nickname all your Pokemon, like so. Now for the Nuzlocke rules. A Nuzlocke is exactly what it sounds like. It's a Nuzlocke variant that I came up with, and it's basically... Oh my goodness, Clefable! That's pretty good too. So it's just a wussy Nuzlocke. It's just kind of Nuzlocke easy mode. So if a Pokemon faints, then I can keep it alive if I don't have 6 Pokemon yet, or oh. Yeah, I should actually do some... Should actually fight, shouldn't I? If I've not yet acquired 6 Pokemon, because, you know, in the early part of the game things are all up in the air and you don't know what's going to happen. And you haven't had the chance to get some decently strong Pokemon yet. Unless I get a Banette, of course. Oh my goodness, are you serious? Or if the death was unfair, then I'll also wuss out of it. I consider a death unfair if it was a... Yes, okay, thank goodness. If it was a crit Oko, or an Oko when switching in, if it was caused by a stupid AI partner in a multi-battle, using Surf or something, or if it was caused by a counter, Mirror Coat, Metal Burst, Me First, or Destiny Bond, you know, as long as I wasn't aware my opponent had it. Because if you do know about that, then you can take measures to prevent it. Or if it was caused by a crit from self-destruct or explosion, because that's just ridiculous. Or if it was caused by an Oko move, which I didn't know my opponent had. Or if there was nothing I could do to counter it. Like, why did I just run away? Like, if I don't have any Pokemon that's a higher level, then there's nothing I can do. Okay, they shouldn't have anything to hit me, but then again, I've got Flamethrower. Or if it was caused by an honest-to-goodness misclick. Like, that's just wrong if, you know, a death happens because of that. And, Yep. That's pretty much the size of it. Previously I had a... Oh yes, of course, the wuss-outs. Yeah. Previously, in all previous Wuslocks that I've played, I've had a series of numbered wuss-outs. I'll get to level 7. A series of numbered wuss-outs, which I arbitrarily give myself, and then if I run out of them I can't wuss out of any more deaths, unless they're unfair. But this time I want to shake things up. I'm gonna... Yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. It's a bit of an unusual method. Some Nuzlockers, well, if they find a max revive on the ground, then they'll permit that. You know, they won't buy any revives, obviously. But then I thought, yeah, why don't I have all? Why don't I just collect all of the revival items that I find and use those? That sounds pretty reasonable to me, because this is before they started showering you with max revives after every rival battle, so I won't be getting any from NPCs. So the only way I'll be finding revival items is by finding them on the ground, but all ground items are randomized. Oh, 55? No way! So I have no idea where or when I'm going to find a revival item, so that keeps me on my toes. And previously I had this rule where I say a death was unfair if there was a wild Pokemon that I couldn't escape from. Until I engaged it in battle, of course, but I decided not to count that because now, you know, I've learned to use repels. It's a long story. But I can use repels now, so... You know, if I run into a Pokemon, it's kind of my own fault. Unless they go into a really high-leveled area. If I do that, then I can just grind, you know? Oh yes, and the standard Nuzlocke clauses that I'm using. Yeah, I can get any gift Pokemon that are available within reason, and any duplicate Pokemon that I get. Just so I'm joking about his shoes being used. Or shinies, obviously. No, why wouldn't you have the shiny claws? Oh, look at that, that is so much better. So yeah, there's all the rules, I think. If I forgot anything, then I'll put it up on screen in post. And now, I just get on with the game, I guess. I will be talking quite freely about what happened in my previous playthrough. Alright. So I'll spoil that there was one death. And I won't say exactly who it was, but it might slip out at some point. What can I find here, I wonder? Oh yeah, I've already... A Dugong! I've already gotten myself up to level 7, so... Yeah. Armor fossil! Okay, well... Ooh. No, I won't use the fossil as my one wild encounter, because it's forever until I can... Whatever. I'm quite hopeful that this playthrough will be better than the last one. You know I have the experience that I gained from that one. and better experience with editing, like editing out long periods of silence, or bits where I say something stupid, or I mess up, or... Yeah. Oh yes, I forgot, in this game, the amazing mechanic of if you walk, then... A Skarmory! If you walk through grass or caves, then you're less likely to find Pokemon. Which is brilliant. You may have noticed that in my previous run, I actually, at some points, I would walk through grass or cave, even though it doesn't make a difference in that game, because I just do it automatically now. Like, if I was low on health or something, I'd just walk instead of running. Ah, really? See, for example, this bit right here where I run away from the dugong, I wouldn't have cut out early on in my last playthrough. I won't cut it out now either, because I specifically talked about it. But you know, that's just an example. That wouldn't need to be in the video. Yeah, I changed the rules up a bit for this playthrough because I only had one death last time. I want there to be more of a challenge, and judging by the wild Pokemon, it looks like I'm gonna get some strong stuff to start me off again. It's not quite Bolt Strike, Lightning Rod Gyarados and Rapidash, but it's... Yeah, and it actually is a rare Pokemon. I most certainly will. I love my 2D, and I will hug him. I will hug him until I'm covered in cuts from all his sharp corners. It's alright. The obsession with phones in Gen 3 and 4. Was it Gen 3 and 4, or was it just HeartGold Soul Silver that had this? I know it's in... Oh yes, I know it's in Emerald as well, where NPCs just phone you up constantly. And like I said, I hate using the phone in real life, and that bleeds over into this, so it's like, just leave me alone, you know? Mind your own business. Especially in Emerald, because they give you their number without even asking. At least in this, you can say no. For most of them. Which I will absolutely do. Because I don't know if it's because of the randomizer balking up the AI or something and confusing it. But like, in my first experience with Soul Silver, then Joey called me like probably a total of 20 times, just phoning me about his super awesome Dodrio that was in the top percentage of Dodrio. While it is cool that the randomizer actually said the name of the Pokemon that he was randomized to have, i.e. Dodrio, it was still annoying. Yeah, he's got Lopunny. Ha, that's a girly Pokemon. I bet he's really annoyed that I left that one for him. I guess I'll go for... I think I'll go for Flamethrower. Yeah, because that's... Yeah. It's not a 2-turn move, and it can burn. Although Razor Wind would be stuck. Yeah, that's... Might as well go for Razor Wind. Energy Ball? Why? Why the non-stab moves? Oh, now both my defensive stats are down. I don't like that. Oh, Lucky Chant. Oh, you shield yourself from crits. That's cool. But this is going to kill you anyway. Hey, it's nearly time for the episode to end already. Gen 4 experience bar is going up really slowly. Yeah. Another thing I'll try not to do so much is complain. Because I was constantly complaining about white when I was playing it. At least this doesn't have so many blatant graphical problems. Oh no, you saw my name, I'm just going to walk away anyway and not threaten to beat you up or anything. I mean, this does have its graphical problems. Like, look at the black speckles flickering across the screen. But that's not the game's fault. That's the emulator's fault. Did I just say emulator? 2D. Don't tell anyone that I'm using an emulator, okay? Promise me. Okay. We're cool. Yeah, it's almost time for the end of the episode, because I want to make them a little bit shorter this time. Because last time they were almost all over 30 minutes, and that's a little daunting sometimes, and you probably won't have time for it, really. So I want to just record for 30 minutes this time, and then I can have them be like 25, maybe as little as... Oh! Speaking of graphical problems... yeah, I forgot I did that. For some reason, this emulator, again, 2D, don't tell anyone. He doesn't seem to mind this. He's perfectly used to glitchy nonsense, or being being completely digital himself and everything. And on that note, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the first episode, then please do leave a like, and why not subscribe while you're at it to keep up with the series. There we go, that's better. And I'll see you all next time. Good night, everybody. Oh, and this time round I want to do daily episodes instead of every other day. So, just a heads up. Right, see you next time.